What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? Ray here with another exciting week of What's New Japan for you. What is What's New Japan? Well, that is the weekly segment where I find out what anime is coming out in Japan right now, and I tell you about it in the hopes that you'll find it interesting enough to check it out when it finally gets an English release. So, without further ado, let's get started. First up on my list for you this week is an anime called Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai Next. And it's a sequel to the Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukuni series. The story revolves around a student named Kadoka, who is a half-Japanese, half-British transfer student whose delinquent-like blonde hair and fierce eyes scare people, and a seemingly perpetually sullen girl named Yuzura. These pair of students decide to form something called the Rinjin Bu, or the Neighbours Club in the English translation, which is a club for misfits with hardly any friends. Now, obviously, the first season's already finished, and there were going to be some hilarious plot points and twists and whatnot in the series, but now the second series has started, and it seems that Yozura has faced a certain incident at the end of summer. The daily life of the Neighbours Club goes on as usual. A strange nun, members of the student councils, and other new faces make an appearance, causing Kadoka's life to grow even busier. While they all enjoy going to the amusement park, playing games, celebrating birthdays, and challenging the school festival, a symbol of the school life normal people live, the relations among the members slowly begin to change. So just sit back, relax, maybe watch the original series before you watch this one, and let the next stage of this unfortunate coming-of-age love comedy begin. Now, if I haven't managed to sell you on this, then maybe you may need to watch the series, because it actually does sound pretty interesting. I'm going to check this one out. I'll obviously check out the original series first, but I'm going to check this one out to find out what has happened to some of the characters between the first and the second series, because that's something that isn't really touched on in the synopsis, for obvious spoiler warnings. But yeah, definitely check this one out when it finally reaches an English-speaking country. Next up on my list is an anime called Beast Saga. The story takes place on a distant planet in our galaxy called Beast, where the three beast tribes, the Sea Tribe, the Land Tribe, and the Sky Tribe, fight for their honor. Each of these tribes also protect an infinite elemental power source called Godlot, and I'm guessing they'll probably use this elemental power source as their sort of fighting energy ability thing. So, yeah. It's kind of like Transformers meets Beast Wars, except that Beast Wars was kind of the sequel to Transformers, so I guess it's more Transformers meets Duosei, I guess? It still looks like a really interesting series, if one that's already been tried before, but I do still highly recommend that people check this one out, because it does look like it's going to be full of action and stuff. Finally on my list for this week is Cardfight Vanguard Link Joker Hen. Now, I used to be a rather big fan of Cardfight Vanguard, so for those of you who don't know what it is, it's kind of like the new generation's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the new card game that's kind of sweeping across the world, and yeah, no, it's pretty much just Yu-Gi-Oh! For the new generation. And the new series, Link Joker Hen, is set several months after the second season, which was Cardfight Vanguard Asia Circuit Hen. So the main character, a Vanguard card game player named Aichi Sendo, is now about to enter high school. He enrolls in the elite Mijai Academy, but unfortunately his rivals turned friends Katsumi and Yuta are going to a different school. How will Sendo Aichi deal with getting split up from his friends / rivals / who knows what else, if at all? Well, you'll just have to watch the series and find out. And I must say that if it's anything like what the original series of Cardfight Vanguard was, it comes with a high recommendation from me. Vanguard was one of the greatest anime released in 2011, I think it was released in. So, yeah, it was really good. So at the end of another week of Watch New Japan, what have I told you about? Well, I've told you about an anime that involves two students getting together to create a club for unfortunate students that don't have enough of friends of their own. I've told you about an anime that's kind of like Transformers meets Jurosei, and I've told you about the new series of Cardfight Vanguard. Definitely make sure you check those out, guys. Even if you only check one of them out, they're all pretty good, and I hope that they're all... I don't know. I hope that they'll all capture your interest and your imagination, and that you'll really like them. Anyway, that's been another week of Watch New Japan. I'm Ray. Catch you on the flip side.